Hi, good evening. My name is Jonathan. This session I'll be sharing with you something about is about attitude by John C. Maxwell. I've shared once, so this is something like part two. So okay, just give me a second. Yeah, we have got Prakash. Hi, Prakash. Okay, Prakash. This time around, I'll be sharing this session. Next round, maybe you can also share your session again, as we experience some breaking up with your connection. So give me a second. Okay, so I will share for 10 minutes, and let me just set the timer for myself. And there it goes. Okay, why is attitude important? Does anyone knows what is the one thing that can determine our happiness, acceptance, peace, and success? It is attitude.
Must attitude.
Yeah. Attitude determines our success or failure. When our nose point up, we are taking off, and when our nose are pointing down, we are heading for a crash. So let me give you a story. One afternoon, when the father is taking a nap in the living room, and the son quietly puts some durian on the father's mustache. And when the father wakes up and he sniffs the living room, and he says, the living room stinks. So he ran to the kitchen, and it might be better and it smells the same. He dashed out of the house, and it brought no relief, and he finally exclaimed, "The whole world stinks." So this is true is also in our life too. When we are carrying durian in our life, everything smells bad. So how's our attitude towards the world? We will receive the same response from the world. We can test our attitude by answering this question. If our attitude towards the world is excellent, we will receive excellent result. If our attitude towards the world is so-so, we will receive so-so result, average result. If we feels bad about the world, we will also have a negative feedback from her. So recall or pay attention to the people around you. So you just think back, recall, or you pay attention right now to the people around you. Analyze the conversation of the people who are leading or who are leading an unfulfilling life. Most of the time, it's us who build a prison of discontent with our own hand. The world does not care it just much on. Adopting a good, healthy attitude does not affect the world as much as it will affect us. For things to change, first I must change. So remember, what we sow, we reap. Our attitude and action determines what happens to us. Many people, including myself, always waiting for others to change, but fail to realize that for things to change, first I must change. Now, our attitude also determines our relationship with other people. There is a phrase that goes, do only what you want others to do unto you. Actually, this is in the Bible. Yeah. At Stanford Research Institute, there is a research indicating that money you make can is about 12.5% of it comes from knowledge base, and actually 87.5% is how we deal with people. So it tells you that knowledge is important, but it's not the most important. But how we deal with people is more important than the knowledge that we have. The ability to deal with people is extremely important. John D. Rockefeller once said, "I will pay more for the ability to deal with people than any ability under the sun." Then you can see that it is very important, the attitude that we possess or other people possess. So it doesn't matter how much experience an executive possess, if he is unable to achieve results through people. Important to note, When possess attitude of putting others first, then our perspective will reflect their viewpoint, not ours. So we must always look at, if our attitude is putting other people first. So whatever that we that means how should I put it? That means whatever that we think or whatever that we want to say, it will be looking at their view or point of view first. Yeah, before we, come out with suggestions and stuff like that. It's very important to always stand on other people's shoe. So I give you one of the story. A man is driving on the road and he collided with another car. He jumped out of the car, angry and screaming at the man driving at the car that he collided with, and say, "Why don't you guys watch where you are driving? You are the fourth car I've hit today." So you can, through this story, you know that actually it's the person who is driving the car that has got a problem. This is the fourth car he has hit today. And he complained about why other people is not looking at where they are driving. So you get a message. Here I would also like to borrow an incident by John C. Maxwell. Oh, by the way, this attitude is also from John C. Maxwell book. So no, I want to borrow one incident by John C. Maxwell. The story happens in a state at a petrol station. He saw the station worker are diligently taking care of the customers with first-class treatment. There is a sign at the door showing why customer quits. 1% of it because they die. 3% of it because they move away. 5% of it because of other friendship or relationship. 9% of it because of competitive reasons, for example, price. And 14% of it is product dissatisfaction. But 68% quits because of an attitude of indifferences towards them by some employee. So with this statistics, you will know that you can see a lot of time when you're doing a business, why people quit, the customer quit buying from you or buying from your business is because most of the time is we are the one who portray a bad attitude, or the way we help them to solve their problem is not really standing at their point of view. We always listen to reply. A lot of people hardly listen to understand. So it's very important that we understand other people first instead of putting ourselves in the first perspective. In another word, 68% quit because they do not have the right customer mindset working for them. Now, just think of the things you and I are doing outside. Do we fall in the 68% of positive attitude or the negative attitude? If you are working, take note, a promotion will not give you an outstanding attitude, but an outstanding attitude will definitely give you a promotion. At this point, I would like to highlight some of the blind spot or negative condition from the past that some of us have. Maybe I share with you a story of a monkey. Actually, I do have some pictures, but I didn't do the PowerPoint presentation. Doesn't matter. I just read to you the story. A group of scientists, right, placed 5 monkeys in a cage and in the middle of the ladder with some banana on the top. Every monkey went up to the ladder and the scientists soaked the rest of the monkey with cold water. One go up, the 4 got cold water. After a while, every time a monkey went up the ladder, the other beat up the one on the ladder. That means because the 4 is afraid of the cold water, so they beat up the one who went up. After some time, no monkey dares to go up the ladder regardless of the temptation. Scientists then decided to substitute one of the monkey. That means they changed totally one of the monkey. The first thing this monkey did was to go up the ladder. Immediately, the other monkey beat him up. After several beating, the new members learned not to climb the ladders, even though he never know why. And then the second monkey was substituted And the same occurs, the first monkey participated on the beating for the second monkey as well. And the third monkey was changed, and the same was repeated beating. The fourth was substitute, and then the beating was repeated, and finally the fifth monkey was replaced. So now what was left was a group of 5 monkeys that even though never receive a cold shower, continue to beat up the monkey who attempt to climb the ladder. If it is possible to ask the monkey why would they beat up all those who attempt to go to the ladder, I bet the answer would be, I don't know. That's how things is done around here. Does it sound familiar to everybody? So don't miss the opportunity to share this with your friends about this story. Does this sound familiar?
Yes.
Okay, so with this sharing, right, actually my time is up. So I open up the question and answer session. Anybody? Well, thank you.
Yeah. That was really awesome sharing.
Thank you.
I think there were 2 or 3 different things that I got. One was about, I mean, as we are all in a customer facing, how customer service and customer care is really what our business is dependent on.
Yes.
I mean, our product and all being okay, and it's not really, we think that it's all about my product and how much it can value add for you.
Yes.
But what I've seen is maybe it's just about customer experience. Maybe you have the same product which 10 or 100 people have.
Absolutely
But what
agree.
makes people come back, maybe the quality of your product, but more important, I think, is the customer experience. So I think that's a very big learning, that to train everyone to the last person who meets the customer. Another thing you were talking about was, I think, the mental conditioning, right?
Yes.
Where I think we are scared to question, or maybe we are culturally so beaten. We are all beaten that
Yeah.
we never ask. It's just the way it's done is the way it's done. We don't dare to think outside the box or even try anything different because of the fear, I think, of the unknown.
Yeah.
So that was one. And right at the beginning, you were talking about, like, uh, I like to give the example of the colored glasses.
Yep.
Our attitude. So
Okay.
if you have green color, you see green color everywhere. If I have a yellow colored glasses, I see yellow colors everywhere. Like everything is a shade of yellow. So that's where I think is also the different perspective, that we need to keep checking that, okay, this is my perspective, but can it be different or can it be changed? I think these are very nice, important questions, which I know I keep forgetting to ask myself, but I'll ask it from tomorrow. Many times we are scared, to ask. If someone says this is the way it's done, is done,
I
we're scared to
absolutely
ask that.
agree. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely agree, because there are many times, right, when I have some questions, because in that culture, in that setting, because they are one team of people who are together, they
Mm,
is like, if I ask this question, would I offend anybody? So
mm.
especially when we are new, you see, just at the first monkey that's
Yes,
being introduced.
yes.
Yeah, we are new, and then it's very difficult. Right? Like recently, I do have some challenges.
Yeah,
But it's good challenges that I learned something. That I work with
yeah,
a team of people who I'm new, so I'm working with them to make the estate a better place to live in. So some things, it might not blend into their culture. So I start
yeah,
to understand that you see, because of attitude, right? I think I need to foster a common ground, share common things with them first before I even go into work. Because when we
yeah.
go into work, right, we need to ask people, to help this, do that. So nobody, I
Yes,
think, will go with me to that depth of working intimately if they have not
yes.
known me or never share anything in common with me when we are.
Right.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I always believe that attitude, and then always relationship also come first.
yeah.
How I see.
Our
So
our yeah.
wait,
Our
without
attitude to be open and to be accepting, right?
attitude to be open
Open,
and accepting. Yes,
accepting.
correct.
Yeah.
Accepting, as in the sense that we also accept
That people are
their
different.
compromise
Accept,
compromise
right?
on the on the what? Not safely, but I'm saying that on the common stuff,
Yeah.
like maybe like
Yeah.
friendship will
No,
be.
I think compromise is not the right word. It's called
Oh,
accept.
okay. Accept.
Compromise means you're saying I don't really like it, but I'll do
Yes,
it
yes, yes,
anyway.
yes.
It's
Yeah,
accept.
correct.
It's okay. You like
Accept that.
blue, you like blue. I think it's yellow. I think it's yellow. It's okay to accept that the person likes blue.
Agree to be
But maybe
disagree.
together we can make a green. That is the
Yes,
compromise
yes.
comes later. But
Correct, correct. Accept.
before you compromise without saying, okay, I want it yellow, but okay, I'll do it anyway. That's different than saying, yes, I understand you're blue. I accept that you're blue. And I'm yellow, but then can we do it green anyway?
I agree. The word should be accept.
Yeah, accept. Because
just like
compromise again is negative word if you ask me, because
correct,
that
correct,
means you're
correct.
sacrificing
No, erase the compromise.
Yeah.
Erase it. Just like
in English, I mean in English, maybe in your in Chinese you have the right word.
No,
In
it's
English, I
correct.
think it's just to say accept.
Accept.
An attitude to be open and accepting of people.
Yes. So it's
Then
like
you can go beyond. Yeah.
so it's like I accept good and bad of the person, everything, and then we try to influence each other later on.
Yeah.
First, we accept what it is
Correct.
first.
Correct.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you. This part, fantastic. You see, we learn as we brainstorm. Fantastic.
Yeah, we do
session.
exactly. We get more clarity, right? Because we know many things, right? We think we know, but when we start discussing, then we get more clarity that oh yeah,
Correct.
there is one more level deeper and one more level deeper. So I think that's why these learning by saying sessions are really awesome.
Yeah, fantastic. Okay, having said that, it's also about time.
Yes.
So I'll keep it short. So we'll because this session is a bit what I have shared actually is not finished yet. I will upload whatever that I have written onto the our share folder.
Okay.
So for those,
we can have a part 3. So
yeah, we can. Yes. Of course, we can have a part 3.
Whatever is remaining on your slide, you can keep it for part 3.
Oh, I will do another part 3 later on, so you can just read whatever that's on my slide. Yeah. So thank you everyone for listening outside, and thank you Siri for attending. And I'll see you the next round. See you everyone. Bye bye.
Bye bye.